Welcome to Test Drive Tuesday, and today I'm going to be driving Stockcar 2013. This is by Reiza Studios and perhaps the best Rfactor 1 base sim ever made. Despite being a very complete sim, it's also moddable and has plenty of downloadable cars and tracks to make it even better. For today's test drive, I am running the retro Formula 1 cars that are included in the sim, and the one I have picked looks just like a Ferrari 312. The track, however, I have turned to the community for, and I'm running a 1975 version of Monaco, which is pretty close to the era of this car. I got this track from the download section at No Grip Racing, and it's a conversion done by Motor FX. As I complete my qualifying lap, let's talk a little bit about Test Drive Tuesdays. A long time ago, we used to do top sim cars on the show. It was a way to showcase the wonderful talent in the modding community, and in some ways, Test Drive Tuesdays allows us to get back to those times. So let's talk about the Formula Retro by Reiza Studios. Like I said, this car is reminiscent of the Ferrari 312 from the 70s. The car only weighs 1,433 pounds and has 418 horsepower. This is that special era in racing when the horsepower and downforce were starting to come along and really started to define a modern Formula 1 car. The physics that Reiza have created have been massaged into a beautiful perfection of challenging yet drivable car model. This car is ferocious, and you will need to have quick hands and a gentle throttle pedal to drive it. And speaking of ferocious, let's talk about the sounds of the Reiza Formula Retro. They are nasty, harsh, vibrant, and purely awesome. One of the sheer pleasures of driving this car are the sounds. And the best thing of all, despite sort of a fantasy car, is the car modeling itself. They have hit a huge home run with this car model that details more parts than I have ever seen before. I find myself out on the track with my eyes glued to the gearbox of the car ahead of me, looking at the detail of the half shafts, the inboard brakes, and even the gearbox itself. All those parts moving along with the suspension. This is sheer sim racing heaven. So with a pretty good qualifying lap of 1:32.8, I ended up 4th on the grid for a 3-lap race. I am running with the AI set to 93%, and I am running a completely stock setup. I am looking to finish this race strong with all of my wings intact. Monaco, both then and now, is a very hard track to pass at, and taking advantage of any mistakes by other drivers is essential to picking up positions. So here goes my 3-lap race at Monaco 1975 by Motor FX in the Stockcar Formula Reiza. Enjoy! So after qualifying 4th and dropping a spot on the start, I did run a clean race and brought it home in 5th. What a great job by Motor FX on the track and by Reiza Studios on the car and sim. I hope you've enjoyed this Test Drive Tuesdays. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.